We've only been doing unit multipliers for a little bit here. Again, I think this is a foundational, something that will help you in any class, especially with, like things like chemistry and science and things where you use measurement stuff. Unit multiplier can be a great help for you. And you've just started. You're only, 3 months into the rest of your career with unit multipliers. So if you don't quite get them yet, there's still time. But remember, unit multipliers is all about labels. Okay, it is about labels and cross-canceling them. That's the whole thing. If you can get that one thing in your mind, you will have really no trouble with labels. Today we're talking about doing them to convert ratios or rates or whatever here. Rates, I guess the book calls them. How do we convert rates? And again, to me, it's really not as hard as I think most people try to make it. It takes the guesswork out of whether you multiply or divide things. You write this example down. Change 3 miles per minute to miles per hour. 3 miles per minute to miles per hour. Okay, step number uno here. The word per, young people, is what? The word per. Miles per hour, I don't know, baskets per game, hits per game, whatever. Gave is for every, but what mathematical symbol would the word per stand for? What mathematical symbol really would that per stand for? Zach? A fraction, a division sign. In other words, 3 miles per minute is this. 3 miles per, and when it says minute, it means 1 minute. If you put it there or not, it's fine. Okay. I want to change what label? Am I changing the miles into something or the minutes into something? I want it miles per hour. So which one's staying? The miles is staying. I want to get rid of the minute. That right there tells me when I cross cancel here, when I use my unit multiplier, I want minutes to be able to cross off. So I want to put minutes up here. Because it needs to cross cancel because I want to get rid of it and I want to change it into hours. So that has to be, I don't have any other places left for this. The only problem you have to do is you have to know something about, remember I said unit multipliers are equal units of measurement. Minutes and hours, how are they related? How many minutes are in an hour? 60 minutes in 1 hour. This is your unit multiplier. This is the same thing as 1. And once you have that, it's just a matter of working with the fractions. Okay? The minutes cross off. You multiply the top numbers together. 3 times 60 is 180. What label's left on top? Still the miles. What label's left on the bottom? Hours. And that's all there is to it. 3 miles per minute is the same as 180 miles per hour. And you don't have to think about it. Everybody knows you do something with 60, but a lot of times we forget or whatever. The more we do, I think the easier this will become here. How about this one? Here's a good one. 880 yards in 2 minutes. 880 yards in 2 minutes. And I want to change that into, I guess I should have wrote it as this. I'm gonna write it down here. 880 yards in 2 minutes. I want to change that into, watch this, here's where it gets really tricky, feet per minute. So there's my, I already wrote my first fraction out, 880 yards in 2 minutes. I want to multiply that by a fraction that is going to get rid of what label? Sam Hoppin? Right. Gosh, Sam, you're killing me. 880. Sorry. So Sam, since you corrected me, what label am I looking to get rid of? Yards. So where's it going to go on the fraction I'm multiplying by? Right, because it needs to cross cancel. And I'm looking to change yards into what, Colton, shoot? Feet. And it's at this point, you need to know either how many feet are in a yard or how many yards are in feet. Colton, there are? 3 what? 3 feet make up 1 yard. Okay. Labels are going to cross off. I multiply the tops, 3 times 880, I don't know what that is, 0, 24, 2, 26, 40 feet over 2 minutes. Now notice it didn't ask me to give it in feet for 2 minutes, it said feet for 1 minute, so you're going to have to reduce it. I mean, you're going to have to divide that out. 2 goes into that pretty easily, what, 1, 3, 2, 0. Your answer is going to be 1,320 feet per minute.
Can you just leave it in fraction?
You could write it out. It doesn't matter to me whether it's, you could write it like this if you want, 1,320 feet per minute. You could do feet, FPM, feet per minute. Just like RPMs is what?
Reps.
Revolutions per minute.
Just kidding.
MPH,
Miles per hour.
miles per hour. Whatever that is. I'm going to give you one to try here. What if they give us one that does both?
What's the resolution?
Turns. 24 miles per gallon to miles per quart. 24 miles per gallon to miles per quart. Give me a second, see if you can. Miles per gallon to miles per quart. You ended up with Bailey Lincoln.
96 miles per quart.
96 miles per quart. Let's check on Bailey's answer.
I
I don't know, maybe it's right. I was just saying, let's check on it. Miles per gal, right? You did this? Yep.
Yeah.
All right. You want what to cross off? What do you want to cross off? Gallons, right?
Oh.
So it has to go on top. What has to go on the bottom? Quarts. There are what? 4 quarts in a gallon. Gallons do cross off, but here's where you have to be careful. Multiplying the two top numbers together, you get 24 times 1 miles over 1 times 4, 4 quarts. 24 over 4 is 6 miles.
As a person, how could you get 1
And Morgan, actually using some thought in this, said, well, if you're getting 24 miles for every gallon, how could you possibly go 96 miles for just 1 quart? Because a quart's a lot smaller.
Even though I still got 96.
This would be solar generated, I guess. I don't know.
It must be so solar.
Bailey, do you see where you went wrong?
Yeah. The math team.
One more. How about this one?
No, but she's
Ooh, here's a good one. 440 yards per minute to yards per second. 440 yards per minute to yards per second. Now I'm going to tell you right off the bat, it's not pretty. This one will not be pretty. Yards per minute to how many yards per second? 440 yards per minute is how many yards per second? Write something down now. Holly has that questioning look in her eye. You said it wasn't pretty. It's all on how you write the answer, I guess. The book writes the answer as a mixed number, by the way.
I got this way wrong.
Ashley says.
I didn't do mixed number. I did it as like that. Well, I did 7.3 repeating.
7.3 repeater would be the same answer the book has, but it looks like this. 440 yards per minute. Again, what are we trying to cross off each? Cross off the minutes. There are 60 seconds in a minute. Minutes cross off. Your answer comes when you get 440 over 60, and you still have yards and seconds.
I got that. So we could have just kept it.
Yeah, you got to at least reduce this. 6 goes into, divide them both by 2, you get 22 over 3. The book said it was 7 1/3, which is fine if you had 22 over 3, or if you had actually 7.3 repeater. Either one of those I would have accepted.